Hello world, welcome to MBU Unfiltered, where I talk about almost anything. This video is how America be tripping. Alright, the national anthem. I believe it needs to change, and here we go. This is why. September 9th, 1814 it was made. 1931, America made it its national anthem. It needs to change because it was written by a slave owner, Francis Scott Key. There's a third verse that TV and others love to hide because in it, Francis openly celebrates murder of slaves. No refuge could save the hireling enslaved from terror or flight or groom of the grave. And it's like, well, damn, man, that shit was made in 1814, where Black Americans fought in the war 1812 and 1814, the Battle of Fort McHenry. And I'm like, well, damn, we didn't help y'all fight y'all's battle that y'all started. And y'all still just, we're going to keep that song the same, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still want the slave owner vibe in our spirit when we sing it. So every time I hear it, I know other people got their, what it means to me and how it originated and how it started. I feel like it's still in a lot of people's soul or spirit and they don't even know. But I'm like, let's have an anthem, but let's just change it. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with an anthem. Let's just make it better and different. Like, let's do let's get it crunk up on in it. Yeah, there we go. Now that every time I hear that, I be, hey, like in next Friday during Craig and Day Day's Christmas party and shit, and that shit started jumping like that. Hey, nigga, hey, I'll chime in on the rent party, nigga. Yeah. All because of that good ass song and shit. But okay, here we go. Now this is just rapid fire. The response to 9/11 was war, but the 3,000 Americans in Puerto Rico, due to Hurricane Maria, the response was not as responsive as, you know what I'm saying? But hey, allowing Wells Fargo to finance a pipeline that was seen as environmentally unstable. Amber Geiger getting 10 years for murder, walking into someone's house and killing a non-threat, gets 10 years. Christopher Columbus is trash, and for America to continue to celebrate a trash man is embarrassing. If so, let's just say, okay, credit for Christopher Columbus for bringing Hispanic culture to the Americas. But other than that, man, you backward, savage, slave owning, you Satan worshiping mother. Walter B. Told, a judge that ruled in favor of Epstein. So we got judges in the Masonic brotherhoodness to try to but when they take these oaths, it transcends nationality. It transcends, all that. So y'all go check that Freemason audio that I did on my page. And then here, just one example. Brian Banks, his story, falsely accused, did jail time and then got out. And then we just see people that do 20 years and DNA evidence. Oh, he's free. I'm like, dog, if I do something for 10 years or whatever and I get out, and they know they did it wrong, I'm doing crimes because I got 10 years credit. Like, how much does it cost? How many years is it for a robbery? 5 years? Shit. I got 10 years credit. So y'all go ahead and take that 5 real quick. Let me go get these papers. Okay, so here we go. Segregation being government mandated. The Kissinger report, distracting black youth so they don't figure out what's owed to them. America being built on a slaveocracy. Having politicians and celebrities fool the simple-minded to control the masses. It's like, damn, every celebrity Democrat like a mother, or democrat, demonic ruler shit, but hey, ship. Or yeah, we get demonic ruler shit. That don't now, those Democrats don't think I'm auto-Republican, because people always do that. If I'm not that, then I'm just automatically, no, nigga, like, if I'm not Jordan, then I'm automatically, nigga, fuck both them niggas, nigga. But I give them credit for their talent. But anyways, see, man, I say one thing, I start branching off in let me see. Okay. Having vets die by extracting natural resources from other countries, sometimes, in brutal fashion, sometimes, profiting off of those resources and selling weapons to both sides in most of these wars, sometimes. See, I had to put that sometimes. Well, in the war, well, bitch, I got a war where, nigga, we as evil does, Bill. How we dealt with the Japanese Americans in 1942. Dylan Roof getting Burger King before getting locked up. Jim Crow, redlighting, war on drugs, gerrymandering, over policing hoods, over ticketing, how they do sex, drugs, and violence in this music and movies and just all forms, to where these kids, when they see, they get over sexualized or over druggy, either want to do drugs or want to sell drugs, and then over violent, want to be a murderer, want to be a butcher, and all that shit. I'm like, damn, media, y'all good at that. Y'all good at that. And then how the media sets it up to where most sheeple think that black people commit more crimes, and I think the blacks that commit crimes, they get more reported and get more TV on this Masonic media. Be like, oh look, blacks again, but most of the time, I be thinking they be just doing survival crimes. Sometimes. Other times, yeah, it's just brainwashing, dumb hood shootings or whatever. But I'm like, well, what about the non-reported crimes? Like this child harming syndicate that's been global. Y'all be eating kids and doing everything to these kids. And I'm like, oh, so since that don't make news, so we can't figure out the ethnicity of the more worser crimes. I'm like, well... Because I'm like, doesn't poverty, like, equal more crime? To where they gonna do certain crimes because of how they grew up. But these higher ups, they been doing this murderous stuff since, Greco-Roman days and stuff. And I'm like, and they just making it now modern day Rome. Because look, check this. Greece then labeled pedophilia, a mental disability in 2014, 2012 or whatever. To where I can only imagine what ancient Greece was like. And then the Roman Catholic pedo priests just get transferred to where I can only imagine what the Romans were like back in the day. So I'm like, man, don't make me dumb. You look what's out there, man. Oh, but anyways, man, where am I at? All right, so the 64 Civil Rights Act, the 65 Voting Rights Act, the 68 Housing Act did what? So to me, what it did was keep sheeple blacks fooled as if it did do something. To where when I see certain rich black people or certain black people in a certain echelon, I be thinking, all right, either he down with some Masonic Prince Hall brulee, or his wife is a Eastern Star or something, somebody up to something, and their house is probably bugged by like the higher ups to make sure these niggas don't do nothing out of our. You can be rich, but you can't be out there speaking the way, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dog. And then the Voting Rights Act. So I hate that all these people that died for voting, to where then they got mess ups like the Florida recount. I'm like, damn, all these people that died, bled, sweat, and tears to want to vote. And then the votes don't even, popular votes, what does the popular vote do? Nothing to me. But maybe in your eyes, because when the Electoral College see, then everything, no. The Electoral College got a whole different slate. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. But let me see. Lyndon B. Johnson's War on Poverty. War on Poverty? You made the pop. You know what? And then the whole Emmett Till story. Like just how that all... These murdering motherfuckers, and they got away with it, and then the lady announced on her deathbed, I don't know if she dead or not, but whatever, like, just, oh yeah, I lied about my, I lied, so, oh, okay, so, alright. Alright, and so, like, when blacks talk about reparations, or at least American blacks, I'm like, dog, you need to start off in Africa, because look up Gambia, it's called pedo paradise, we need to stop that shit in Gambia, first and foremost, man. And then just, get China, Tesla, Google, Apple, get all these motherfuckers out. And then those African warlords who betrayed and is just accepting trinkets and root of all evil Masonic Federal Reserve notes from these motherfuckers, them motherfuckers need to get dead too. You know what I'm saying? But, and then, just break bread or make do and all throughout, and then circle to America. Because this is why I think blacks need something. Because the Asians got something for the railroad idea. Yeah, blacks built the railroads to help win the Civil War and got zilch, but the Asians get Chinatowns and alcohol shops and hair and nail salons and donut shops. Those $5 indigenous people, and go look up where $5 came from. It was whites posing as Indians to get reservations, but even the reservations is something, even though they drug infested. And then that casino money, you know what I'm saying? Casinos. Holocaust survivors got most of their gold back and now own the NFL, NBA, music, and movie industry. And then the Nazis that were harming those Holocaust survivors, some of them got to come over here and live in the U.S. and in Russia. So Nazi, USA, and Russia, they all nigga hoots. So where I'll be like, oh, Russia hook. I'm like, nigga, in 1945, Democrat President Thurman was like, hey, bring the Nazis over here. So Democrats, y'all need to apologize about that or something. So to sway me to end the voting for y'all. But that'll be hard because y'all allowed Warner von Braun to be the head of NASA. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where it was the moon landing fake. Like, there was a Nazi running the shit, so believe what you want to believe. But I tell you to go look at the press conference or after Neil Armstrong and all them came back, the look on their faces, they supposed to be, to me, in some kind of laid back or celebratory fashion, but it looked like somebody behind the camera had a gun to their head. It was like, if you say the wrong shit, because they were like, kind of like, it was kind of weird. I'm like, man, but anyways. So yeah, Nazi got that and was granted immunity for all their war crimes. Catholic pedo priests, like I just said, just get transferred. But yeah, and there's like the LGBTQ get more love and protection than it's like they just jumped the gun. The Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, and the what did I say? Me Too, Black Lives Matter, and LGBTQ. It's like they all jumped the line of let's first save the children. You know what I'm saying? Especially the undocumented ones that they just keep recycling or whatever that we ain't even on paper. And then I'd say do some kind of global reparations or something for all blacks across the planet just because of how they been getting shitted on and still to this day over there in Africa. That's why, like, the Muslims over here, I'm like, nigga, go over there and tell those Muslims to stop enslaving blacks. But what? They can't. So I'm like, y'all Muslims. Like, man, every time I see a bow tie, I'm like, no bacon. You want to tell me no bacon, but over there, they slaving like a bitch, man. All right, man. I think, so that's all I got for now. I'll probably have a part 2. But, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. Be cool. Keep your stress low. Peace.